Life isn't easy. You didn't need some sappy, cringy video to tell you that, especially not for me, but no, it's not. It doesn't matter how successful you are or what you do. Life's problems are gonna find you, and we all go through it. Maybe the person that you're in love with is with somebody else, and maybe your original dream just doesn't seem possible, and all of these things collapse in on us, and it's so hard for us to find a way to keep moving. And that's where I am right now. I mean, that depression has pretty much seized my brain for the last 3 weeks. And of course I'm gonna fight. I ain't gonna let depression get me. But just because there's light at the end of the tunnel, it doesn't mean that it's easy to get there. That's why I'm making this video. Even though right now I'm at a pretty low point, what keeps me going is I like to daydream a lot. And when I daydream, I picture myself in the perfect scenario, like perfect body, exactly the job I want, just everything, you know what I mean? And the reason that motivates me is because I think that I deserve to meet that person or even be that person. And some of you might be thinking, well, I don't know what I wanna be. I don't know what I wanna look like. I don't really know what I want. And honestly, me neither. Out of friendships, relationships, this YouTube thing, I don't know what I want. I mostly just want you to be here. But when it comes to like my friendships, my relationships, anything that's not you watching, I may not know what I want, but I know that it's not this. These downs are harsh. And you know what even sucks even more? The more I talk about it, the worse it gets. That's the worst. But that's legit the glorious thing about humans, because we're capable of so much change. You owe it to yourself to be the perfect you. Imagine this, right? Imagine everybody's life we're climbing a mountain. So even if you're 0% or you're 60%, in front is still mountain. You can't really see anything. It's not till you get to the very top of who you are that you can look around the horizon and see everything. All the beauty. Like if you're hung up on somebody, maybe a best friend backstabbed you, or your date didn't work out, just realize that once you hit the top of that mountain, once you reach 100% of you, you're gonna see all the horizon. And then you buy some binoculars and be like, dead ass though, bitch. And some of you might think it's too late. Maybe you 24 to 28 and you're thinking like, but if I start this now, I'm gonna be 35. By the time it gets done. Well, you're gonna be 35 anyway, if you're lucky. We're on borrowed time, and now more than ever, people are getting killed for just being themselves. Trust me when I say you don't have time for fear. You can pencil fear in later. When you in your mansion and you're like, well, should I jump from my balcony or should I jump from my limo into my 12-foot deep pool with lots of hot bitches? The world deserves to see exactly what you're capable of to enrich everybody. But honestly, most importantly, you owe it to yourselves. Like you owe it to yourself to be that person that you constantly want to be. And it's not gonna get easy. Life suddenly isn't gonna be a breeze. Happiness is not a right. You have to get it. Imagine like you a character in a video game. Maybe some of the problems you have in your life are like super hard level, but that doesn't mean you can't grind that out and eventually whoop its ass. You can do that. You can do anything really. And it's normal to be apprehensive. Once again, like in a video game, when you spend all this time in a dungeon, right? And you get to the, you see in the distance and there's like a save point right next to this door with a big ass key, you're about to fight a boss. And that small apprehension like, oh, I'm about to get fucked up. That's normal. And what's crazy is right now I'm just looking into this camera lens, and as cringy and awful as it is, I actually feel like I'm just talking to you. Like I'm looking directly in your eyes and we're having a conversation. I think that's fucking tight. And there is a finish line, except it's not really a finish line, more of like a happiness line. And look, do not worry about me and my mental state. It's shit I gotta work out. It's shit that I'm gonna take care of because I gotta take care of you. I'm not gonna quit. I'm just gonna keep trying to improve the quality of my content, the quality of my person, and my quality of life. I'll be 70 years fucking old and making rap notes. The way to happiness and the way to excellence is such a long road. It could be months or it could be years, but if you put that work in, I have faith that even if it's not exactly what you want, it's gonna be 10 times better than standing still letting fear take control of you. It's not too late. You've got time. Life is short, so not much time, but you've got time. But we just gotta keep fighting until we get there. And I know the wait to get to a place of happiness is gonna suck, but I'll be there. Will you? Even if things are going wrong now, I know I'm gonna make it. There's way too much good music to listen to. I genuinely think within reason you could be pretty much anything you wanna be. And don't let anybody tell you different. And when you grind and level up, all that shit that used to bother you, you'll be like, bitch, where